The big chunky stuff has now been acquired, and you can see behind me here the boiler, the frames, and this quite magnificent Henry Moore to my left. I'm being flippant now, but it looks like a Henry Moore. I'm going to be ashamed to get this thing dirty, but the cylinder block is to my left. The component parts for the valve gear, the Lentz Franklin valve gear, or shall we call it the Lentz Franklin Elliott valve gear to raise the immortal memory of our forebear on the engineering side. The drawings for that are virtually complete. Now, what we're doing at the moment is creating a 3D plastic replica of the valve gear. First of all, to check that the drawings actually match everything else and that the components fit. Secondly, though, it's quite reassuring to see all this lot coming together before we actually cut real metal. And I've often struggled personally from a two-dimensional drawing to understand how this stuff works. But now that it's here, and we've got a large chunk of it over to my left, currently embedded in the cylinder block, which is the so-called cam box, I'm now beginning to see how this thing operates, and it's a thing of beauty. Clearly, with a locomotive like this, there's 1,000,001 small components to be manufactured and put together. But that is not a step into the unknown. That is standard LNER practice that we are used to through having constructed Tornado, so we don't lose any sleep at all over those components. The valve gear is the crux of the climb, and we're taking it nice, steady steps, but the rate of progress is purely down to money. And indeed, if you want to see this quite magnificent machine operating, give us some more of your money. It all boils down to money. We've spent 4 million on this thing so far, and the finishing line is there. I can see it.